In their intense quest to take over the eastern region and hand over to the Fulanese, the federal government of Nigeria have continued to deploy a lot of Fulani herdsmen and as well as Fulani Tea group, those in uniform. Well, for over 4 days now, they have led the siege around the Enugu state in a place called Four Corner. For 4 days ago, they have been shooting sporadically, randomly at Four Corner, blocking the road. This night, travelers have remained stranded on that road as travelers are trying to escape from the shooting. The worst part of it is that these Fulanese, they are herdsmen, they are bandits, they are Tea group, all of them put together, they are shooting directly on commercial vehicles at Four Corner, Enugu State. Four Corner is along Enugu-Onitsha Express Road. This is what is going on. Take a look.
Today's date is what?
16.
Today is 16 or 17? 16th of November 2022. Now, right now, look at the driver. Look at the driver. All bullets. Look at. Look at. Look at. We are stormed everywhere. No movement.
Yes, you can see the reason why the federal government of Nigeria have insisted that ESN will not exist. But of course, IPOB has maintained that no going back, either Biafra or nothing. And Biafra and the IPOB cannot be complemented without ESN. ESN is the iron dome of Biafrans. They are the ones that are keeping us. We are using this opportunity to let our people know, for them to be careful of the way they might be traveling and the way the time of the day they might be making their movements. We are telling you this so that people will be able to understand. Those who knows how to talk, but they don't talk sense. There are a lot of them. We want to let them understand that what is happening in Enugu, in Anambra, Abia, Imo, as well as Ebonyi State, the same thing is going on in Iguacha, that is River State. The same thing is going on in Delta, it's going on some parts of Edo, it's going on in Cross River. Earlier today, we brought you the one in Cross River. So, it's not just about when you feel that you have tongue and mouth, you can talk, then you come out and start talking against Biafran IPOB. The fact is, it's not in the so-called southeastern states that is happening. It's happening the entire eastern region. So for your information, if you want to make your comment, if you want to tell others, tell them that it's the entire eastern region. The Fulanese are saying that this is the reason, I mean the FG, because they are the one that are called Fulanese, that is the reason, because of insecurity, is the reason why they are holding FreeNnamdiKanu against the constitution, against the law. You can understand. And some of them are just opening their mouths wide. Even those who claim that they are Easterners, they are Biafrans. You can understand. So this is the issue. Fulanese are trying to lay a stranglehold on Biafra territory. And they are using this opportunity to push forward the agenda. Why are these things happening? It's because the so-called governors from the eastern region have sold the east to the hands of the Fulanese. Like what's happened today, Uzodinma have ordered DSS to be going from house to house in Imo State and dealing with our people. Today, November 16, 2022, Hope Uzodinma gave the order to raid the McVenue's Hotel in Awamama Oru East, Imo State. The DSS team that raided the McVenue's Hotel kidnapped 3 young women and some married employees. They also kidnapped numerous young men who were drinking in the hotel bar, numerous hotel guests, and their phones were taken. And finally, they took those who had been arrested and transported them to an unidentified location. Nobody is currently aware of the motivations of the intrusions and the kidnapping of the people staying at the hotel. How come every time they go to hotel, and in these hotels, or people who are traveling come there to lodge, and sometimes when they come, they take all of them? This is what is going on. Some native of our mama claim that Hope Uzodinma is the one who is aiding and abetting the Fulanis, the DSS, those ones in uniform, to terrorize his own people, and may be related to this 2023 election. Of course, prior to this time, we have brought to you on some of our previous broadcasts the plans of the Fulanis, the FG, come 2023. They want to do all that they could do this 2022, so that by the time they escalate the level of insecurity across the Biafra land and in extension to other parts of Yoruba, they will say that because of the state of emergency in the Zoological Republic, that everywhere is insecure, they cannot conduct or approve for the conduct of election this 2023. This is the plan they had. Why these things are going on in 2022, they want to use this opportunity to create a war. This is what they have tabulated, they have planned as a 2020. And since then, we have been telling our people, good thing that we are not left alone. Good thing that IPOB is not sleeping. Other parts of the Zoological Republic might not really fully understand what is going on. But this is in the record of IPOB. IPOB has been working towards that. But we won't forget to let our people understand that we are actually living in a critical time. Very, very critical, that sometimes when you wake up and go to work, you might not come back because of the level of insecurity that is in Nigeria. And this is where your sense, your wisdom come to play. Do everything within your capacity, within your frame of work, to make sure that you stay safe and alive. Although sometimes it do come by sudden, but if you put up much work, you will stay safe. That's what we are telling you. And sometimes I spoke about people not heeding to the instruction of the DOS. And some people who are new, who are babes, are asking us what would they prefer them to do. But well, we are telling you the thing. They are still asking us what instruction is DOS giving. But everything you are hearing, when you hear from one ear, it will pass through the other ear. And following that, in a different news, Nigerian Senate demands extension of January 31st deadline for rejection of old Naira notes. The Nigerian Senate on Wednesday said the Central Bank of Nigeria should reconsider the January 31st, 2023 deadline it sets for the rejection of the old 200 Naira, 500 Naira and 1000 Naira notes. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, earlier announced its plan to redesign some Naira notes. The CBN had advised Nigerians to take old notes to bank for new notes. The new notes include 200, 500 and 1000 Naira notes. The upper chamber made this resolution after a heated debate on a motion moved by Senator Obasani on CBN's policy to redesign the 3 Naira denomination notes. Majority of the senators across the party lines support the redesign of Naira, but some of them are concerned about the deadline set by the Apex Bank for the old notes to be deposited in the commercial banks. Or the question we can ask, or we should ask, is why are senators really affected by the deadline being scheduled by the CBN? Why are they afraid of the deadline? Does it mean that till now they've not been able to bring out their looted funds to deposit? Maybe they are waiting because, you know, they are packing it in trailer load. It's possible that they have not been able to bring out all the money and change it and deposited it, because of course it got to be gradually. And you know, that same week they decided to turn it into dollar. When dollar rise overnight to 972 Naira, but it's all started coming down. Well, this is the stand of the Nigerian Senate. A lot of them says Nigerian government as well as the CBN, please extend the 31st day of January 2023 so that possibly they will be able to bring out all the money they have. Of course, it's causing a very big debate in the upper chamber. Of course, the lower chamber is still doing their own. They are hiding their own currency. All following those, still on the issue of corruption, Nigerian police officers have accused authorities of embezzling 6 months unpaid arrears, lament risking lives while top officers lounge in air-conditioned offices. According to them, the Nigerian government last year granted one of the demands of NSAS protesters by approving salary increments for police personnel to take effect from January 2022. The officers lamented that it is unfair for top officers to sit in their air-conditioned offices and keep embezzling their entitlements while they are out there in the bush risking their lives without knowing what their families will eat on the following day. Based on the critical situation of Nigerian economy is falling on daily basis. The politics is in shambles, no security, no light, no school, no road. That is that. But then when you turn around and ask Nigerian police, why do you still protect the Zoological Republic? Well, do they have question? As a matter of fact, corruption, I believe, comes from police, because Nigeria police has nothing to offer to the masses. If you're in danger, you meet a Nigerian police to protect you, you have given him a leeway to take you up. That's the end. He will rob you what you have. If you're a young lady, he'll mess you up. This is Nigerian police for you. Wonderful people, we thank you for listening. And of course, this is still Nicky Bobby channel, where we bring you reliable news across Biafra land. And we say that we are Biafrans. And in Biafra is where we have our hope. In Biafra land is where we owe our citizenship, and until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest.